All right, you see this background? When I have this background, that's usually the Freedom on Fire segment, but I'm bringing this strictly to my YouTube followers. Look, family, we can't take this BS coming from our government. I'm serious. If you have no respect for journalists, if you have no respect for whistleblowers, if your government is on purpose trying to arrest them, torture them like they did Chelsea Manning, like they're about to do Julian Assange, then you don't have a free government no more. You have a totalitarian government. It's become a corporate rule government or a power rule government where dictators are born. One of the reasons Julian Assange went to Ecuadorian embassy is because he was fleeing for the fact that they were going to try to arrest him for leaking information about certain companies, certain government leaders, certain government agencies, and the dirty dealings that they were doing. A real hero, a real patriot. Something the government too much of a punk to do. Make sure that there's transparency, making sure our government leaders are doing right by the people, making sure that we don't do overreach, not just in the United States, but in other countries. Right now, Chelsea Manning, Obama released Chelsea Manning. One good things that he did, he released Chelsea Manning because Chelsea Manning gave Julian Assange some information about our own soldiers going around shooting up people like it's a video game. In the Middle East, innocent people minding their business, an ambulance going to help those people, still going around firing off on those people. Our government, our soldiers, the people who we pay their taxes, we pay their salary through our taxes. Obama released her, and now they threw her back in jail because she would not testify against Julian Assange, who our government want to label. That man did not hack anything. He doesn't do that. All he do is take information that was given and released. You don't know whether it was hacked or not. Now, why was this information hacked? There's a reason why it was hacked. See, nobody bought the Russian narrative. Well, a lot of people did because they just don't investigate for themselves and they just believe whatever the TV tell them to do, tell them. If the if the news reporter says it's gonna be red sky, y'all gonna run out there and believe that crap. The sky ain't never been red, and the only time it's gonna turn red is when the end is not. I'm trying to calm down because this pisses me off, man. That our government is trying to haul this man, pull him out of an embassy, a place of asylum, bring him to the United States to put him in trial, and while he's going through trial, two things is going to happen. And if it happened, you better believe it was nothing that he did. They're going to torture him. They're going to beat him. They're going to make a spectacle out of him. And they may get rid of him. Next thing you know, 5-6 months later, he died of cancer or a brain aneurysm, you name it. And you know that's not true. Our government is going to haul in a journalist who report breaking news. That makes me nervous because I'm a political commentator and I report breaking news. You going to haul me in? I found some information about what's going on in New York City. I got the information. You going to throw me in jail because somebody gave me the information? What kind of punks are you? You go get the real people. If that's a crime. Leave me alone. I'm just reporting. I'm just releasing the information. You're going to go throw this man in jail. Yet the president who held WikiLeaks, who should pardon him in this situation, Donald J. Trump, y'all nut huggers hero, your MAGA hat wearing people. You know, so I got a problem with that MAGA, the name MAGA. Because that's an M, and the next letter to M is N. So, you know, when I see a MAGA hat, I see NAGA hat. Yet he hollered out for WikiLeaks to get more stuff on the Democratic Party. And he should have did both. Got information on both parties. Whoever was hacking the information and was giving it to him to release. And look, the thing about it, he didn't even release the information. It was his organization, but they're going to throw him in jail, and he haven't been running the organization. The organization ran on his own. You know, he just reported. And if you think that organization is going to shut down, man, you talking about stuff that's probably going to come out on all kind of people now? Dude, y'all did the wrong thing touching Julian Assange. Julian Assange is an innocent man. He have committed no crime. Y'all gonna haul him off at the embassy. Folks, this is setting a precedent that if you ever seek asylum in the embassy, they're gonna find some way to come get you out, and whoever runs that embassy, whatever country that embassy is held in, or whatever country has that embassy, this was the Ecuadorian embassy, our government be able to put some kind of political pressure on them to get you released. You might as well go in the jungle, man, and try to live in the cave like Osama bin Laden. Because those people who you think you're safe under are the very ones that's going to stab you in the back, and shame on the people who run the Ecuadorian embassy. And shame on London, allowing them to do this mess. This is un-American. This is unpatriotic. To pull a journalist out of his asylum, his protection, to haul him in jail, to so-called testify, or not only that, they hauled him in jail and they charged him with participating in the act. This man, government leaders, have done more in a decade than what you punks have been doing all this time. You guys are so corrupt, so dirty, that you don't want nobody to know about the dirt that you're doing. And that's why they're doing this. They want to be able to do whatever they want to do to the American people and to the whole entire world without somebody calling them to the carpet. It's just like most of these world leaders. You can name it from Obama, Clinton, Bush, Reagan, now Trump, all of them. And most of the world's eyesight are considered to be war criminals. And the people who voted for these punk behind wars that we were looking to fight, these people never attacked us. We just go attack them because they got oil. Like in Venezuela, we're trying to do right now. All that stuff we did with Iran. All that stuff, we did that stuff because they got stuff we want, and we got to bully our way to try to overtake that country, put somebody in that place that kiss our behind so we can get some of that oil, so we can get some of that diamond, so we can get some of that gold. That's what our government do. And all these people want to do is get somebody in position to run the country that's going to take that money, that wealth that they have, and put it in the hands of the people. And here we go, we got our country, too much of a punk to take the wealth that we got and put it in the hands of the people. You're going to go as far as bullying another country and try to take that away from them. And all Julian Assange is doing is exposing the process of how they doing that. Treating people like trash. Anytime you got a drone going around, flying around, shooting up innocent people in a country that you're trying to take their oil, or you're trying to take their opium. This is a shameful day for this country. This is not a normal day. This is a dark day. It may be sunny outside, it may be warm, but anytime our country go pull out somebody out of asylum in an embassy for his own protection so he can continue to do what he's been doing, run an agency that report corruption to the people of that country so they can know who's corrupt and what they're doing, which our country will never do because they don't want, it's the corrupt that's running our country. So they'll never do that. Here we got a man that does that, and they want to try to haul this guy up in charges for hacking the election. So you couldn't get Trump. Barr is not on y'all side. Y'all so hurt over the Mueller report that you got to go after Julian Assange now. instead of going into the people who did the corruption. You're going to go after a freaking reporter. A freaking reporter who reported that these people were operating in corrupt tactics in whatever operation they're in. This one mainly the Democratic election, the primaries. But no, you want to deflect, put this stuff all on Trump. And I am not a Trump fan, and I get on Trump. You know, I'm not a fan of none of y'all. I don't like none of y'all. Most of y'all are crooks. You're going to try to deflect this whole situation and put this on Trump while the whole thing started with the DNC rigging this election, tried, true, and proven. So to get the heat off your corruption, that some hacker gave the information to Julian Assange and he exposed you butt naked for the crooks that you are, you're going to deflect and put it on Trump. And now you're so butthurt that you couldn't get Trump on it. You're mad at Mueller. You're mad at Barr. Who gives a crap about those three? I wasn't going for that mess anyway. You're mad that there's no conviction in this process, so you got to go after the reporter who reported it. Really? Bunch of punks. Man, I hope the guy, I never, ever want something to happen so bad. But if Trump go after you Democrats, I'm all for it. Because you the one started this crooked mess in the Democratic Party. Trump inherited this mess. He's always been a crook, so that's nothing new to me. New Yorkers know Trump. Y'all just find this stuff out. And for you fools out there still think he's the great white hope. How a crook gonna be a great white hope, Jesse Lee Peterson? This man been a crook all his freaking life. His daddy was a crook. And y'all elected this crook to be in office. Now, this ain't about that crook. I'm talking about other crooks in the Democratic Party that rigged this election. From Hillary Clinton on down. Hillary Clinton bailed the DNC out who had no money to run crap. They were ready to crumble. She bailed them out with her own personal $100+ million, her and her husband, and she literally took over and ran it like a mafia. It is true. It is proven. All you have to do is go look it up. And start pimping out all these people in the down ballots with taking all their money to fund her campaign. A so-called legal money laundering. Shape-shifting, moving their money around. Rigging this whole thing against Bernie Sanders, coming up with these different plans to shame her. I mean, look, and I don't think I'm doing this for Bernie Sanders. I'm not doing this for Bernie Sanders. No, none of them. Trump, none of them. This whole thing is wrong. You got a man who reported information on how the DNC was rigging the primaries. Instead of you fools in government going after the DNC and finding out what really happened and put those fools in jail, you're going to put an innocent man who all he did was report the freaking news. Man, y'all sorry. Man, I'm thinking about packing my stuff up and going to Ghana somewhere and help build condos, man. This country has shamed me today. This is sickening, man. The government, America, should be ashamed of themselves. Let alone there was too punk enough to go hard on Saudi Arabia, killing one of our very own journalists, chopping them up and putting them in the suitcase, and we zip it all because we want that money of the Saudis. We were like doing business with the Saudis, and we got the nerves. Trump, of all people, got the nerves to say, well, you know, well, sometimes you have to chop people up and put them in the suitcase sometimes. What kind of crap is that? Sometimes you got to turn your back when somebody do it so you can keep making money. All you nut huggers and fools in D.C. sitting up there letting that thing go. Like it's nothing. An innocent man got chopped up and put in a freaking suitcase, a journalist, all because the Saudis don't like him. And you guys don't want to do anything about it because you're too much of a punk to step up to him. Nah, because you're sold out to their money. Yet these same fools out here blowing up half of the world trying to get oil and diamonds and stuff like that and get mad because somebody want to clap back at us. You the one stirring this stuff up. Try to calm down, man. I really am. But this is a dark day in American history, and especially in journalism. And every journalist, from the Washington Post to Fox News, need to be worried about this. Bad enough you fools in the Washington Post, y'all let y'all boss tell you you can't talk about his crookedness in business? He'll fire you? When that man got a contract with the Pentagon? Doing business dealing with the CIA? That's not a red flag of a future dictator being ready to rise up in America? Y'all talking about Trump? Shoot, I'm more scared of Jeff Bezos than Trump. Jeff Bezos remind me of that evil villain on Shazam. And I'm not trying to be funny, but this is stupid. This is ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous. The people should be taken out to the street. I'm one man. And I'm looking all over in New York today and the next 3 days to find out who's taking it to the street, because I'm taking it with them. I'm going out there. I did what I need to do for the week for me paying bills and all that kind of stuff. The next 3 days, I'm taking it to the streets. And I'm going to take you with me, because we need to stand up against this. This man has not committed a crime. The person who they want to testify against him was released from jail, cleared of his charges by Barack Obama, and now they put her back in jail because she won't testify against this dude. You know why she's not going to testify, man? Because this dude did not do wrong. He did an American duty, which most Americans should be proud of. Except you rich, power-hungry mother... Folks, we can't stand for this. Everybody that has a show on YouTube need to be putting a video out like this, letting them know we watching y'all. Everybody that works in the prison system or somewhere close to wherever Julian Assange is going to be need to let these people know we watching y'all. Because we know how this usually go. Y'all ain't going to Sandra Bland this man. You know what I mean by Sandra Bland? Sandra Bland talked about the corruption in the police department. One day she gets stopped by the police. Next thing you know, she goes to jail. And the next thing you know, they claim she hung herself. That's what I call Sandra Blanding. Yeah, she hung herself all right. Look, let me tell you something. If something ever happened to me, look, I love my life, baby. I ain't trying to go nowhere. I got too many people to love and too many people to bless. I expect to live a long life. So you hear somebody said Robert did something to himself, they lying. They lying. Y'all investigate. Now, I don't expect nothing to happen, but I'm not no fool either. Because that's what happened. And people talking about, don't talk about self-rich. Shut up. This man exposed some information, he ended up dead. And supposedly, he gave it to Julian Assange, but he ended up dead. I guess they couldn't get Chelsea Manning because she was in the military and there's an easy track on her. But you could get an innocent person on the street because they released some information about the DNC rigging too. All this crap started with the DNC and their crimes that nobody has held them accountable for, not even Bernie. You wonder why I'm not on a Bernie Sanders team now? Because he was too much of a punk to call those folks out and stick with it. And the rest of these politicians are not talking about it. And you want somebody to vote. I'm not going to vote for you cover-uppers. There was a crime that happened in your party and y'all arrested the wrong person right now and trying to charge him and question him, and you're going to torture that person for nothing. All because he reported the crookedness that you guys did in the Democratic Party, and you Republicans people are responsible for it too because you're not even pushing it. I'm gonna calm down, man. I don't know what to do, man. I found some great news that Tulsi Gabbard made to the debate stage, and I got to hear this crap. Now, we should have known that the government don't like Julian Assange, and should have known that there was going to come a time when they was going to try to get him. And we should be prepared. We should be prepared to know what to do once that happens. Now, we already know we need to go take it to the streets. That's what we need to do. We already know we need to take it to wherever he's being tried at. We need to take it there. If y'all can be out there for R. Kelly, holding up signs saying free R. Kelly, we can be out there saying free Julian Assange. If I have to take what little money I got and go down to catch the mega bus to go down or whatever to do take my stands, I am. I expect you guys too. So check your Facebook group and find out where they're going to have the free Julian Assange and free Chelsea Manning meetings. I'm talking about where they're going to be tried at. I'm not talking about in your local area. I'm talking about getting on a freaking bus, plane, train, whatever, and going down there to Capitol Hill, Washington, D.C., whatever, and protest. Because this is un-American. That we're going to try a person who is a whistleblower. How are you going to try to whistleblower who's trying to help your country be better? Julian Assange is a person who is really making America great. And he's not even, he's not American. This ain't messed up my whole day, man. Man, I was going to go out here. I was going to, do a little business with my new business that I'm doing. I'll tell you guys about that soon because y'all need to know about it. Because I'm trying to help you guys and, have some prospects for that. Man, I was going to go get me some chicken and waffles. Kick back, catch a movie later on tonight. Now I got to deal with this mess, man. I can't do a regular American thing like get something to eat, go to a movie, hang out with a lady, come back home and relax and do some ride report. I can't do that because of stupid idiot things that our government is doing. Yet, you want somebody to be on your side. Folks, need I remind you that America is supposed to be a country that is of the people, for the people, and ran by the people. And the people need to get their act together and get together and show America who's the boss. The CIA is not the boss. The FBI is not the boss. None of these government agencies are the boss. We are, because we elected the people who actually let those people get in those offices. I elect you. You get your position. The president that I elect, I didn't elect Trump, but the president that I elect, I expect him to build a phenomenal cabinet, and that cabinet duty is to do the will of the people. The president's duty is to do the will of the people, not the will of the deep state, not the will of themselves, not the will of the CIA, FBI, or none of them. It's your will. And we got to get together and let them know who's the boss. And I don't care if YouTube defund this. I don't care if they take this off. This is going to be in a couple of others. It's going to be in my Patreon channel. If they take this off, it's going to be in my Patreon channel. And they need to shut up. And those who, by the way, if those of you guys who got participating in those programs that I mentioned before, please email me so I can give you free access to the Patreon channel. But this is sad, man. Our government is starting to go rogue, if it haven't already. We're leaning more toward a totalitarian, authoritarian dictatorship now. Because we don't have to have Trump as Mussolini, as the next Hitler. We got the federal government itself. The whole entity is a Mussolini, is a Lenin, is a Stalin, is a Hitler. The whole government agency itself. And until we get these folks out of these agencies and put people with compassion and love in office, you'll never see this. Like I told you, I'm not on one issue. This is a major issue of mine. When you put journalists in jail for reporting the news, who cares if the news exposes you of your dirty crookedness? I get exposed to my dirty crookedness every day. Because I'm not perfect, I'm human, and I got some dirty deeds of myself, of my own, that I'm trying to clean up. And when people call me out on it, I can't fuss with them, and I'm not going to try to have them hauled in jail. What kind of mess is that? Anyway, I'm done, man. People.